Hi, friends. Welcome to another episode of Soaring Through Chaos. And the reason we do this is because we are in the midst of a lot of chaos with the pandemic, with so many things changing every day, every week, every day. There are different instructions from our governments, whichever place you are in. There's risk of loss of life, diseases, jobs, and a lot of things are changing almost every day. Amid all this, there's a need for finding meaning. And I often run into people over my lifetime. I've met a lot of people who helped me create meaning. And one of them was Dr. Bharat Shah. And Dr. Shah heads an organization called Nisargopchar Kendra in Baroda, Gujarat, in Gotri area of Baroda, which essentially means nature cure. Bharat Bhai, tell us about your journey, how you ended up starting Nisargopchar Kendra. I know you were a medical doctor much earlier before that. So tell us how all this happened.
Thank you, Shankarji. Basically, I studied in allopathy and I practiced pediatrics for almost 5 years. But then, while practicing, in later part of my practice of 5 years, I realized that whatever treatment we are doing with allopathy was not catering the root cause of the diseases. So then it was time for me to search for other alternatives. And in India, you know that we are not exposed to other systems of medicine. And I was interested in four systems: naturopathy, Ayurveda, yoga, and medicinal plants other than Ayurveda also. So I took 1 year break from my job and started visiting various centers, reading and learning from people, talking to people and learning from them. And then gradually after 1 year, I could reach to some point, understanding that there are good scope, good potential in various systems of medicine, what we call is that alternative systems of medicine. So that is how I changed from allopathy to naturopathy.
And to me, I mean, it was really a gift to be able to have met you. I was introduced to you through my network from people at Sabarmati Ashram and my friends in the United States, including Nipun Mehta and others. And to be able to find somebody who was practicing integrative medicine, which is not common, was really an amazing thing. And I want to thank you for that. I've been a regular at the Nisargopchar Kendra. I've done at least 3 10 days where I participated in the processes, including fasting, including there's a system that they follow, and it's very very effective. And yeah, I feel very grateful. So my question is, yeah, can you tell us a little more about how it works and how it's complementary to existing medical systems, including allopathy?
Yeah, sure. See, basically, naturopathy is something that we are utilizing our inherent healing forces that is available within our body and mind to be healthy and get rid of the diseases. Now, people sometimes get confused about our inherent healing forces. So, I would like to explain a little bit on that. Suppose we get cut over the skin, and if it's a reasonably long cut, we go to the doctors and he takes the suture. And then he says that, oh, come after 10 days, we'll remove the stitches after that. Now, the doctor's job is to take the stitches and keep those both cut ends nearby. But actual healing of the skin, union of the skin, is done by natural forces itself. There is no medicine which can actually unite the skin. And similarly, for fractures also it is a similar story. So the inherent healing forces that is available within our body is working each and every cell, each and every organ of our body to keep us healthy. And to utilize this force for our own health is basically naturopathy. And this has got a lot of potential. See, naturopathy is basically working for a natural lifestyle. Suppose you are not living a lifestyle according to natural laws, then all these healing forces are not going to work properly. So our job is to help the healing forces and to maintain natural healthy lifestyle, and that works wonders.
Yeah, in fact, speaking of that, one of the things I learned was to allow nature to take its course. Yesterday, I was cooking and I was in a hurry, so you can see this I actually cut myself quite deeply. It
Yeah,
goes in like several millimeters, and I was bleeding profusely. And I thought about it. I said, I'm going to allow nature to take its course. So I just took care of it, but I did not even apply ice. And I said, no medicines. Let's see what happens. The thought arose in my mind, oh, we are in COVID times, I have to be more careful. But I said, just let it heal itself. And I just took care of it, made sure I did not get any dirt or anything. And a day later, it's perfect. And I've seen construction workers do that. I've seen people in the field do that. They don't really go searching for medicine. I had a person who was a contractor. Once he suddenly cut himself really bad, and we are like, Henning, take care of yourself. He said, I'll let nature take its course. That was about 10 years ago, and we were surprised with nothing but trust in himself and making sure the bleeding stopped, everything was fine. So can you give other examples of how this works? For example, I've seen many people, including me, reverse things like diabetes, early stages of diabetes. Can you give
right.
examples of what has happened and what has been shown clinically also?
Yeah. Yeah, in fact, there are many researches also in this area. And the famous research is Dr. Dean Ornish research about reversing the heart disease. Yeah. His program of reversing the heart disease is without naming naturopathy, it is quite near to naturopathy. He's advising the diet that is low in fat, more of fruits and more of vegetables and pure vegetarian diet. Then he focuses on exercise, yoga, stress management, emotional stress management, and all these things to put together. He has shown that over a period of months and years, whatever blockage was there in the coronary artery, it got gradually reduced from maybe 80% to 70% to 60% and that. So he could prove that with this kind of lifestyle, the atherosclerotic plaque comes down gradually. And the similar process can happen in each and every cell of the body, including diabetes. Maybe it might be pancreas or even the body cells which are not responding to the secreted insulin and all that. So these healing forces are working day and night within our body. Our job is to provide proper environment, supportive environment, so that the body can heal itself. And that is basically naturopathy. And we have seen they get well even in the heart disease or maybe ischemic heart disease. Even diabetes can also be reversed. Those who were not earlier keeping a good control about their blood sugar, even with medicines or insulin, gradually the control comes, and then even we can also reduce or sometimes altogether omit medicines also with good blood sugar control. That happens in bones also, joints also, even skin disorders also. In many autoimmune disorders also, we have found good relief.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So, Bharat bhai, my question to you is, right now we are in the midst of a pandemic. Even now, there are no well-defined medicines for coronavirus, COVID-19. There are no vaccines yet. In the absence of a well-defined medical program, what would you recommend from a naturopathic perspective or a holistic perspective? How should people take care of themselves?
Yeah, yeah. It's a good question in these times. Shankarji, see, what government has been recommending is basically avoiding contact with the virus. You stay at home, do not go out as far as possible, wash your hands, hygiene and all that. And this is important, no doubt about it. But According to me, what is more important is that even if we come in contact with the virus, we do not get disease. We need to improve our immunity to such a level so that even if we come across or we come in contact with the virus, our immunity takes care of that. And even for the immunity, people have been advising certain supplements like vitamin C, zinc, vitamin D, and all. Even Ayurvedic people are also advising certain herbal supplements or herbs or herbal medicines for that. It is also important. But more than that, more than all these things put together, it is our lifestyle. The way we eat, the type of food we choose, rest, regular exercises, and more than that, how do we keep our mind in balance? That is very important in present times. See, with COVID time, people are anxious, they are under fear and all that. And we need to manage our emotions and manage our psychological stress. And that plays a big role as far as immunity is concerned.
True, true. In fact, my concern from whatever I've heard from the experts is that the physical disease may get under control in terms of medicines and vaccines, but the anxiety may last much longer because, first of all, it will take time for the people who have been hurt by the disease to come out of it, and then the job losses and the fears around it, the stability of the economy, just basic services coming back is going to take some time. Besides the usual things, do you have any recommendations on how people can keep their mind steady, especially when their motion is restricted? They cannot even talk to people, they cannot even hug, they cannot even speak sometimes, their mouth has to be covered. It is leading to a lot of stress from what I can see.
Right, right. So first and most important thing is to be aware about the stress or negative emotions developing in our mind. If people are not aware about that, they are not going to take help for that. So first of all, we need to know the symptoms. Like if we are becoming irritable, if we are our mood is going down, or maybe anxiety is developing in our mind, we need to be aware about that. Once we are aware about that, then possibly we'll be able to take or look for help for that. Most important thing for controlling anxiety is breathing awareness. See, breaths and muscles are two things which connect our mind and body. We cannot keep hold of our mind directly, but if we just concentrate on our breath or maybe even relax our muscles, we can reduce stress in our mind. So breathing awareness, practicing breathing awareness for maybe 3 to 5 minutes in one time for 2 or 3 times in a day, it really helps well. Those who can spare some more time can practice something like progressive muscular relaxation or yoga nidra or savasana on daily basis. And relaxing the mind on regular basis helps a lot. The third important thing is to get involved in some useful activities, some activity that that one is passionate about it, and some positive or good activity. So that will also help. And fourth thing I would recommend is taking help of our friends, family members who have positive attitude. You can reach out to them by either phone call or maybe if you cannot go out, you just call them and talk to them. Those who are having positive attitude will definitely help us in this time. So these are the four things I feel that helps a lot.
Well, as I've said before, it's always a joy to come and meet you and especially work with your staff. And I was a big beneficiary of the Holistic Healthy Living course, which I attended, and it's given at a very reasonable price. And now I heard it's also done online because of COVID. Now the whole class is online. Is the class this year already full? You have like,
Yeah, Yeah, COVID has forced us to go online for this class, and in a way, it's, I mean, blessing in disguise that we could uh, cross our mental barriers to go online.
That's great.
We are starting this year's class from coming Monday, so registration is almost now over, and we are
Uh,
starting from, yeah, next Monday.
I remember asking you, when are the videos going to be available online? Are some of the videos going to be available online this year?
Yeah, sure. We'll try to do that. Some of the videos, we can't make it available all the full course, but
Yeah,
some of them will definitely try to do that.
yeah, because there's so much deep and simple learning, something that we can practice every day. So I have a question for you, Bharat Bhai. You've been now in the naturopathic or holistic methods now for almost 20 years, would you say? 15, 20 years?
Yeah, 20 years.
20 years.
20 years.
How satisfied are you when you started? You came out of dissatisfaction from other methods, especially symptomatic relief that comes from allopathic medicine. And now you've tried different modalities. I know even some other people even offer hypnotherapy and many different modalities to calm the mind, calm the body. How satisfied are you when you see the results from
Yeah.
people that come to the Kendra?
Right. Yeah, I would start with the way, the point where I left my allopathic practice. See, my beginning point was that I was not satisfied with the level of care we were providing in allopathic medicine. And then with my journey, I could realize that there are many factors that affect our health. Most important is our diet, physical diet, food. Another is rest and exercise. The third one is our mind. The fourth one is emotions. And in present time, the fifth one is our environment. We are living in an environment where we have air pollutions, water pollutions, land pollution. We also have atomic radiations, and all these have a negative impact on our health. So now I can relate that in allopathy, we used to give just medicine and little bit of advice about our diet. And we know that there are so many factors that affect our life, our health. So just to treat them, if the cause is in mind or emotional stress, and we try to heal that particular disease with medicine, it's not going to work. If there is some cause, or the cause of the disease is with the air pollution, and if we just try to treat it with medicines, it's not going to work. So we need to understand about all these factors and try to find out which one or which all the factors are most relevant for this particular person in this particular disease. And when we work from that angle, that level, it really helps a lot. And it has been very satisfying for me that now I feel that I have been able to work or advise patients in a right direction and in with a holistic approach, so that they can come out of the disease, and not just they not just get relief, but actually they can cure that disease. Another important thing which is satisfying me is that they can take control of care of the disease in their own hand. They now know what to change in our diet, how to keep our mind under control or peaceful, and what to avoid in our diet and all that. And that helps them to keep track and monitor their disease, and not only that, also take care of their disease process within their own hand. And that is very much satisfying to me.
And I must say that every single person I recommended who should come to you or come to Nisargopchar Kendra has been a very, very happy person. I myself benefited so much that at the beginning of the pandemic, I was actually in Mexico. I started off in South Korea and then San Francisco and then Mexico. So I ended up staying there for 3 months. And many times I was tempted, like, should I call Bharat Bhai and ask for instructions? But I remembered a lot of what I had learned. So, for example, hot water with turmeric, the basic things, exercise, making sure I get up at the same time, meditate or just sit silent for some time, walk in nature. And it literally worked like magic. I mean, even the woman who was cooking for me, she had symptoms of corona and had to be, she was actually literally at home for 3 4 weeks recuperating, and I had very mild symptoms. I just took care of myself, and there was no need to do anything further. But the beauty of it is that the simplicity of it, bringing homeostasis in every aspect, not just the temperature, but whether it's the blood pressure, it's the state of the mind, really works wonders. Do you have any other remarks, any other suggestions for people? Because these are difficult times. Do you have anything that you may want to say that we have missed out so far?
Yeah. Uh, yeah, we should start with diet. First of all, our diet should be such so that it is easily digestible. See, the difference in theory of diet in modern science and naturopathy is that the modern science focuses more on nutrition, whereas naturopathy and Ayurveda, they focus more on digestion. It doesn't matter how much nutrition and nutrients we put in our stomach. Most important thing is how much we can digest and assimilate so that it can be utilized for daily functions of our body and for various other work. So digestion is very, very important, and we need to have definitely have hygienic diet. We need to have balanced diet, but at the same time, we should take diet that is easily digestible, uh, uh, easily digestible. So that is the most important part, I would say, as far as diet is concerned. The second important part is take proper adequate rest, because rest or our relaxation has got a tremendous impact on our immunity. So we should also take care that we take proper amount of rest and sleep. Third important thing I would say is regular exercise. If somebody has learned how to do yoga and knows how to do yoga, they can also practice regular yoga sessions every day. The fourth important thing I would say is stress management. Doing using some stress management techniques every day, it helps a lot. So these are the simple things, and taking maybe some herbs, herbal supplements, or using turmeric or ginger powder can also help us a lot. So these are some basic things that can be helpful to in this current time.
Well, again, I'm so glad we talked, and I know you're a man of few words, but it's such a joy to talk to you every time and to learn from you. And you have an amazingly wonderful staff that's accessible whenever I was there, and I think I was there at least 40 days at different times at the Kendra. I found that every single time I had access to the people, I had access to the staff, and I'm really grateful for that. And hopefully, we'll come out of this soon. Nobody knows how long it's going to take, but just observing the simple discipline to take care of our body and mind has been a tremendous help. So, any other questions? Any other things that people want to ask? We will give you the contact information for Nisarg Upchar Kendra and how to find Dr. Bharat Shah and his staff. And you know where to find me as well. But I'm again grateful for all the things I've learned, and I continue to learn from holistic medicine, from finding ways of living healthy and living well, rather than getting into trouble and trying to fix it every time. So thanks again, and please stay in touch, sir.
Thank you, Shankarji. Thank you.
Thanks.